Hi everyone, it's me, Hannah Payne, and I'm back with another read-along video called Beauty and the Beast, and we're on to the 8th chapter of Beauty and the Beast, and we're going to read it together. But first, I'm going to turn on the TV, and carry on. Chapter 8. The next morning. The merchant tossed and turned all night. He dreamed of his children and his unhappy meeting with the lawyer. After such a fitful night's sleep, the merchant was surprised to wake and find that it was already late the next morning. The sun was shining into the bedchamber where he slept. Even though he wanted to meet and thank whoever lived at the castle, he hoped to get an early start to return home to his children before dark. He rose abruptly, prepared to leave. "What is this?" the merchant asked when he reached for his clothes. Near the bed where he slept were a new suit of clothes and a pair of fine boots to replace his own dirty, tattered suit and shoes. He climbed out of bed and picked up the jacket and trousers and hung over the wardrobe. "I must be in the home of a fairy that has taken pity on me," he thought as he dressed in the new clothes. While dressing, he looked through a window and was able to see how magnificent the estate was. The snow and dark clouds of the previous evening had given way to blue skies and bright sun. Flower arbors and gardens with walking paths lined with orange trees stretched as far as he could see. This is amazing," he thought, taking it all in as he laced up the new boots. More than ever, he was convinced that he had come to a place that was under some kind of enchantment. He wondered about the mirrors he had seen the night before in the hallway. He left the bedchamber. Passing the mirror, he stopped to admire his reflection in his new suit of clothes. As he walked away from the mirror, he saw something else.
Could you rephrase that question?
Momentarily, by someone else, materially reflected from the corner of his eye. "What was that?" he asked aloud, looking into the glass again. Convinced it was nothing, he walked on. Surprisingly, he had no trouble finding his way through the labyrinth of apartments that led back to the great hall and a small sitting room where he had dined the night before. As if by magic, the table set with a hot drink of cocoa and a light breakfast. "I can only thank you, my good fairies, for seeing to my needs again this morning," he said, raising his cup up in a toast to the fairies and the enjoying his meal.
You told the birthday dig out of my belly button.
Well, I guess this is all for this chapter. Well, I'll see you tomorrow when I read you the 9th chapter, and I'll see you there.